Hello. All right, I've been sitting here for like 20 minutes now, just staring into nothingness. But today I have received a map from Khan, and my objective will be to refine it. I should get the general idea of the track, but there may be some parts that feel awkward, and that I should be able to make it better. Not sure this is going to be the first time I'll see this map. Kind of gonna be like a reaction to this. But yeah. It's called If a Noob Builds a Track. Let's go. We have a slow just descent start. This uphill kind of reminds me of the track face starting thing. Checkpoint into getting into war ride. This is one thing that might be so in a lobby that people might call out is this edge here. This edge here is hard to see, and people might be like hitting their wheels to get annoyed by it. That's probably something we can fix, no problem. Into a downhill, you might be pretty fast here. I'm not sure. I have yet to even try it. Uphill, little I don't know if it's a speed check. It's more like the more speed you have, the faster you'll be to the finish. Into a tube to the finish. Let's see how long this map is. I only see 2 checkpoints as well. Okay, it's not that fast, but I can see some troubles that could happen if you get all these transitions smooth. Losing traction with airtime on your front wheels could be very easy to do like that. That's one part I'll point out that is a bit awkward for a smooth line. I'm not sure if braking is required or like what's a good approach speed. Okay. A U-turn, a checkpoint is slightly in the way there, blocking the innermost line into this. I could say it's a speed check for a lot of people. Into just casual tube to the top. Alright. Pretty simple. So, I would say my first issue comes definitely these pieces. This is a downhill, so you will bounce as you go over to this flat piece. I am allowed to do basically anything with it, so I think I will. I will take the opportunity. I will definitely want to change this right now, so that I will move this by, I would say, 1.5 like grid, and turn it into kind of like a drop with one of these. Should end up being a little smoother like that. I can go down way earlier, but that's about it. This is still a little awkward. These two, it's just these two are not working well together right now. It's a pretty smooth track. It's actually surprisingly doesn't have any weird gimmicks. I'm wondering if I should even expand on it at all. I definitely will need to tweak this part though. So let me try to change up this section. That war ride to this downhill. Let's try one of these. into that, into, where are even these pieces? Like that. So essentially it's the same, except this is one shorter. I'm wondering if this little decline will cause you enough airtime that you just cannot steer during that crucial time while approaching the turns. But that's why we're gonna go and check. I use a mod that helps me just spawn here faster. That's all it does, so I don't have to start from the beginning every time. I can still turn. There you go. That's already a bit more enjoyable to approach. This checkpoint is definitely getting in the way, no doubt. What I think I'll do is replace this corner into just like a wide, kind of like that. And this one, yeah, let me replace these for now. We'll get back to them. What if we do something like this? It would kind of force you to drive on the red line, loop over. I have a lot of hours and I'm still sometimes getting lost on where some pieces are, so that's just natural. I think that's good, and I just need it to be like, where am I? I need it to be one bigger, like that. But this is a bit high now. So how do we fix that? We fix that by, I don't know. Is this like scaled? Yeah, it is. Just grab the roads and just move it up one block like that. That's well. I'll keep these pillars for now, but they might not stay. I might add some decoration to it so that it looks nice. Let's see how that section feels like now. I don't plan to change too much because this is not a bad layout. I can still get a little bit of a wheel lift. Okay. One thing, I am definitely approaching this way faster than I was expecting. So we'll be moving these around a bit as we go. This is the second big, how do you say? It's like a 3x3. So I think I'll make this a 3x3 as well. Like this. Sorry, pillar. I'll get rid of these for now because they'll be in the way a lot when I move these around. A lot. Possibly this a bit lower so you can just stay low, go down. Just put a simple arrow here, kind of like that, and then here like that. This is still like very sudden, so that's still something I might want to, you know, move like so, and then just bloop. So you just have more time for a transition is always a nice touch. Yeah, that feels nice. You might be very fast here now, though. I'm jumping almost all the way to the finish. First, I think I'll just give like that much more space. And now this jump is very far. And it's not a bad landing, but it's also not a good landing. Like, for the average builder, this should be fine, but for me, this is unacceptable. We have that. What we can do here is to make it a little skill based and add some trusty tubes. But what you can do with tubes is drive on the side of them to not get airtime. So essentially you'll be going downhill way quicker or way earlier than if you just went straight down the middle, and you're not gonna have a landing like that. I do not think there is a piece other than maybe like resizing this. Could I use this? So instead of this going to the war ride, I would take this, that, and that is one higher. So I could lower this, but oof. We'll just do this, move it over. Like so. So, if you're fast, you want to do it. Yeah, that should do. Z5. Wasn't me, I swear. There. So if you're fast, you want to drive on the wall, but if you're slow, you'll just get over it with no issues. I'll just go in the middle. I get airtime. I'm gonna have a pretty rough landing if I just do nothing. I lost about 50 plus speed by just landing flat. Kinda like that. No airtime. That wasn't my plan to like roll over, but it worked. And there you go. I'm almost 200 speed. Perfect. I think I'll change the deco to be a bit more fitting for what we're doing. And for the main color, maybe we could do something like this. Oh, wait. This green. This is like a dark green concrete. Just control paint. Paint every every sub section of a piece. So just hold control and paint. Makes it easy. Boom. We have a very green map now. We'll keep these tubes normal. No, actually, we will make this tube like that. And then we will add... we're just going to get aesthetics at this point. There. It makes it easier to drive on the wall on the side. And adds a cool little railing, I guess. So you'll be coming out almost in the middle, the dead middle. So if you're doing the tube AFK, it should kind of put you there. So actually I moved this. I want to give some time for people to react. We'll add this. And also this. Boom. And let's add some just smooth ending. Yeah, just add a finish right here. Time to add some fancy checkpoints. Wow. Like that. A tube. Boop, 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 boom. Color it like so. Saint Nick would be proud. Make it glass. And just... I don't know, I just usually just plop an arrow in the middle and call it a day. Can paint it a bit like one of these unlit colors so it's easily noticeable. And now we'll add it to some parts that are like hard to see. Like this probably. So when you come around you will see the arrow go there. One more thing I like to do. Add some fancy checkpoint lines and just paint it some kind of green. I usually do for this neon green, and yeah, that looks a lot more epic. I might go back with this start. I don't think I like it. So instead I'll do something like this. So you do have to swerve. Vertex, my beloved. You gotta go on the right side and then to the left. Yeah, I think that should be good. So this is the con part, the green. I will do some red for mine, I guess. We'll add some some tutorial. Hold on. Where are the signs? There are signs you can type on them. Like this. Scale it a bit. The left. And then just arrow. What? Where did my text go? Okay. Just paint it like glass. And the plate itself like white. Drive on the left. And here we'll do another one. Except for the arrow here, we'll drive on the side. I don't think we need that, but it's kind of just I'll see your speed in case some people cares. There are people who cares like speed after every single transition. I'm not one of those. But we'll keep it just for cheese prevention or whatever. But yeah, I think the layout's done. Let's give it a go. And then slap some decoration on it. No airtime. The downhill is kind of smooth. You have reached 200 speed. That did not work. That was way faster than I was expecting. So yeah, this needs some tweaking, obviously. This is way too sudden. Make this turn one longer. And make the downhill one longer, I think. Like so. These, I don't think you will hit these, but we'll just toggle to be bigger. And for safety, we'll add one on the side. We'll add something like a green to red effect or whatever, like so. Probably. Even that's more of a rust color. Well, we'll try again. Oops, whatever. We're driving on the side, but we are way faster than we can handle. Still, grab this and this. Delete these and this here and stretch it. And let's just see what happens. I mean, that worked, right? For me, that worked. For people who's gonna fail that, we're gonna be adding a little bit of a safety in the name of a feather. So just go straight and boom, you get put down on the ground. Yeah, I think the layout's done. Let me go and give it a little bit of a skybox. and we end up with this. So the overall changes to the original layout is the starting downhill. You need a little input to keep you on speed. This little drop down has changed to give you a little more time to go down. The whole turn is now a downhill, so there's no like awkward bump at the edge of the road here. This checkpoint was removed so that it allows you the inner line, and the road was turned into a war ride, into like a roll over to the other side, uphill. But because it was a war ride, you are going to be a lot faster here, so I kept the same height that you would go up, but turned it into a tube where you can utilize the walls of the tube to keep grip and go down early. Rather, if you go in the middle, you will get some airtime and land like at the bottom here, lose some speed. It's a little bit of a skill technique. The tube didn't change much. I made it a little longer, and here I added some of my own parts to the track, where this continues into a downhill where, again, driving on the wall of a tube will help you keep grip and won't get airtime and get slowed down. This feather should save you if you get airtime, but you don't want to touch it. Goes into, let me hide these lines, they're confusing. Goes into just a right turn into a little jump. The arrow might be a bit hard to see, but I think it's fine. And into just the right, it's just 2 turns. I think it should be manageable enough. Let's give it a run through. So here to start, stay to the left so you don't get a bump. You have more time on this wall to just get a smoother transition. This whole thing is downhill. No airtime, no weird bump, very smooth. A lot more speed on this uphill, but here you can do something like this where you're just driving on the wall, keep grip, and reach like 200 speed. I made it first person. I think it's better, but I don't know. And the rest is, I think, is pretty simple. Yep. Just like that. And yeah, that's going to be my revamp of Khan's level. Yeah, it was actually quite fun to mess around with it. It took me about an hour 30 minutes to go from this to this. But yeah, if you enjoyed, make sure to subscribe, like. I appreciate both. If you want to see how it's played in a lobby, make sure to check out Khan's video. It'll be in the description. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.